Who is controlling your life? You may think it's other people, and it is, those that you subconsciously let into your thinking, but it's also you. You are letting those thoughts in subconsciously. So today I'm going to draw a little diagram here, if it lets me, and I want to show you. Come on. Okay, yeah. I'm going to show you on the whiteboard here how this works. Okay, so imagine that our thinking is like this iceberg, right? And the only part that's on the surface is this part on the top, right? And this part on the top is all the things that we see on the conscious world. You know, this is waking up for breakfast. This is like our loved ones. This is like our struggle, our car breaking down. All of those things live here. These are the facts that we see, the conditions and circumstances of our life. But guess what lives down here? All the beliefs that we've tucked down here. So, oh, it always happens to me. My car always breaks down. Oh, I get sick. Oh, and the deeper that we go down here, oh, my boyfriend broke up with me back in 1978 when I was in high school. All these things that are and down here are like, oh, my mother did this and my mother did that and my father did that, and my teachers, well, they kind of go in here, right? They did it to me. And this is our subconscious thinking. And unless we bring awareness, not to it, at first we do it to it, we have to understand that these are running us. So sometimes we practice with some of these things. But once we learn this, we do not have to live by these. We no longer have to live by these. Well, what am I talking about? Okay, so let's take this one of my boyfriend. 1978, right? And so how do I respond to men in the world? Well, now I've been married for 34 years, but I bet there's still some habits from that time that are still running my relationship, you know? And fortunately, I have worked on these things and brought them to the surface. You know, like my husband and I, we have conversations. What's not working for you right now in the relationship? What would you like to do differently? And we look at that for each other, right? And so I start living from a different reality. And that comes up here to this reality. And it manifests in this reality, right? So I want to show you a tool today that you can first start. Don't I look like a gypsy? I'm having fun today. We're coming from the law of the I've got rhythm, right? And that's from my book Beyond the Box. And today I want to share a tool with you that I use. I started developing these for kids, and then adults said they wanted them. So I developed this little thermostat, light switch. What happens with this light switch? Well, when I'm in insecurity thinking, I can switch my thinking. You can't see it because it's too bright, but that says empowerment to empowerment. And I can go, oh, what's an empowering thought of that? Bring the light to it, right? See what happens. And I built these so they click. You know, you can hear that sound because that sound can be your trigger sound. You don't even have to take something like this. You can use it every time you turn on your light switch. Ah, I'm empowering myself today. Any insecure thoughts, I got this handled today, right? So this tool is really powerful for you to, but you gotta start paying attention to your thoughts. Remember, we've talked about this being the primary practice. You've got to start paying attention to what are you thinking. Let's see, I had a thought the other day. What was it? Somebody said something to me, and it seemed like a normal thing think about, but then I thought about it and I said, do I want to create the result of that in my life? And I went, no. So I'm going to consciously choose to change my thinking, to switch it up and say, how can I make that an empowering experience? No, that's not mine. What is mine? Always replace it with a what is yours, the empowerment thought. So this week, go through and switch your thinking. Have your thinking be your own. Think by design, not by default. Hi, this is Christi Karate with Christi's Clarity, and have a great week. I will see you next week when we move on to Chapter 10.